I close my eyes like any other day. Felt your smile sweep across my face. I hear you laugh as you keep me company. All around this room is the smell of us, the memories hiding in these walls. Can you feel my touch as I keep you company? You have to leave me here. Oh God, can you hear me? Please tell me this ain't real. You left a note on the bed in blood that I My soul is melting inside of me, a perfect storm of emotion. Inside these arms are what's left of my family. Did you have to leave me? Did you have to leave me? Tell me this ain't real. You left a note on the bed in blood that I read. With broken pieces of broken hearts. Now all that's left is one last choice to make. Did you have to leave me? Did you have to leave me? Oh God, can you hear me? Please tell me this ain't real. You left a note on the bed in blood that I read. You left a note on the bed in blood that I read.
so.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bands Across the Water. It is great to have you all here with me. My name is Darren Curtis. I am your gracious host. Happy to be here for another week of this great show where I'm proud to bring you original musicians, artists, and bands from across North America, from both sides of the water, from across the water. Today is no exception. I have another great show in store. So thank you all for being here. I want to send a quick shout out to my mom who is there faithfully week after week tuning in. Thanks, Mom, for being here. Appreciate it. Love you. Happy to see you here. Barb is there as well. Thank you, Barb. Love you too. Appreciate you being here. And Sandra, thank you guys. Sandra loves the pets. Sandra has a couple of pets in the Pets Across the Water segment. So thank you guys for being here. My buddy Tim Thompson. You may have heard some Aces Wild stuff there in the intro before we got started at 7 o'clock tonight. Tim is the singer in that band, and I look forward to a show coming up in May on my birthday. It's going to be a fun one. Looking forward to having my brothers in Aces Wild on the show for that one. So it's going to be exciting. So in the meantime, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your support. You can like my Facebook page. You can, Darren Curtis Drums. You can follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Darren Curtis Drums. You can find me on YouTube as well with an extremely long link that I don't really know what it is. One of these days I'll be able to just change it to Darren Curtis Drums, but I'm not there yet. That's why I need you guys to go over there and hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. All right? That's what you can do. Feel free to donate. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, all of those social things that you can do. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep trying to bring you this show where I know there's a lot of bands out there right now that are working extremely hard, doing all that they can do to keep pushing through some extremely difficult times. And I'm very proud to be able to support my peers in any way, shape, or form that I can right now during these difficult times. So keep it going, friends. I love all you guys. I appreciate all of the musicians out there who are doing whatever they can with whatever they have to keep their arts alive and keep surviving, bringing their music to the people and continue to being creative in some extremely challenging times for all of us. So anyway, that's what this show is all about. Feel free to participate in the chat. I always enjoy seeing your comments. And of course, if you have any questions for my guests, I always love to take your questions as well. In the past, I've tried to do a stump the guest with a question. It never seems to go very well, so I have something else in store tonight. I'm going to see if I can stump my guest with trying to guess what video I'm going to play by the clues that I give. It should be pretty fun. The first clue is going to be, super easy, but as we go down the list, I'm going to try to make the clues a little more difficult. So stump the guest with their own video. How about that, huh? Talk about embarrassment. Well, anyway, I'm excited to tell you guys who's on the show tonight. Are you guys ready? Let's see if the yes button works. Someone tell me you heard yes, okay? I want to know that you heard yes. My buddy Wes Mix EBX over there on Twitch. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for checking in. As well as Maddie P, my old friend Maddie P. Good to see you. Nino. Hey, Nino. Hi there, my friend. Good to see you, too. Another awesome musician from Windsor, Ontario. My cousin K.O., Ken Oakley. We just got Bosco, his dog, into Pets Across the Water today. So, good stuff. And I also got the guest's dog in there, too, today. And I think I might have heard the guest's dog barking a few minutes ago. So, I'm excited for that. Maybe we'll get the pets on the camera tonight. We'll see, huh? Oh, hey, Steph, checking in from New York. Hello, Steph. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Nobody heard the yes. Let me try again.
Yes.
I'm going to hit it like 4 times.
Yes.
That's 2.
Yes.
3.
Yes.
4. Anybody hear it that time? You heard the rim shot and the laugh track, though, didn't you? Of course you did. Oh, my gosh, I think Stephanie heard it. How many times did you hear it? Oh, that's great. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm actually really happy to be smiling and laughing. Oh, my gosh, you guys heard it all. The one time I decided I'm just going to hit it like 40 times and see if they hear any of them. You heard it all. Well, good. See, I have I have special effects. I have them. Well, see, 3 out of 4. Well, that's not too bad. I'm all right with that. All right, let me introduce to you guys who is going to be on the show. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this one. Let me tell you all about it. You guys are ready. I know you are. Here we are. Rolling into the port tonight on the show and Bands Across the Water, we have Leanne and Ted from the band Stereobabe. Looking forward. They have some fun songs. I'm really looking forward to it. 2 very talented musicians. They have great vocal harmonies. They play really well together. Leanne, for the record, is a great bass player, and Ted is an old dear friend that I've known for a very long time. Way back in my days when I lived in London, Ontario. And I look forward to talking with him about some of those days and some of the times we've had back then. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I know that y'all are excited for this. We're going to play some great music, as well as a couple of acoustic songs that I have lined up and prepped and ready for them for me to play for you guys. So I'm excited. Are you guys ready for this? Let's hit the yes button again. Are you guys ready for an exciting show?
Yes.
Did anyone hear the yes? I love it. All right, I think it's time, you guys. Let's bring them on camera. What do you say, huh? Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. This is going to be Leanne and Ted from the band Stereobabe. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Yeah.
Yay. They're hearing my sound effects, Ted. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Welcome to the show, you guys. It's great to have you here.
Love your effects behind your head. That's awesome.
See, you don't get that in the sound check, do you?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, probably a couple of bucks in lights and some fancy shadows and a little bit of know-how, and away we go. Fairly simple, right? So how are you guys doing? It's great to have you on the show tonight. Leanne, this is the first time I got to meet you, so it's a pleasure to meet you, and I'm really happy that you guys could be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Already, right off the bat, Stephanie is saying, hello, Leanne and Ted. She's checking in from New York over on Twitch right now. So,
wow. Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, stay tuned. We got some exciting songs and some exciting stuff to talk about. One of the kind of first things I wanted to talk to you guys about was Stereobabe, of course. I want to talk all about Stereobabe. But before we get into Stereobabe, Ted, I wanted to just kind of touch base a little bit on sort of the past and where you and I sort of connected and how we came to be, and then we can flash forward into how we got to where we are today. But many, many, many years ago, you and I met. Just a couple. You were in a band, and we didn't talk about this, but is it okay if I mention all this stuff? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, all good, yeah.
All right, so you in a band in London with your brother.
Yep, Monkey C.
Monkey C, yep, called Monkey C. And speaking about flashbacks, there's Tim Thompson saying, hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, Tim?
Welcome, Tim. So Monkey C, you're in Monkey C. Yes, Barb Klein checking in London. She says, I remember that band. Sure you do.
I looked a little different back then.
Right.
We all did.
Well, we were talking about the Pine Ridge, actually, because Tim had played a video of Aces Wild way back in the days of playing the Pine Ridge, and you were like, I played there.
Yeah. That was my old hangout from high school, actually.
Yeah, because you are originally from Strathroy, right?
Strathroy, yeah.
Right.
I used to walk to the Pine Ridge for our nooner lunch break, hamburger or whatever.
I love it. That's great. So we would have met kind of, way back in those days when I was with Aces Wild and you were with Monkey C, and we were two touring bands in the night. We didn't really get to ever see each other, and I don't know that I actually ever saw your band back then, and I'm pretty sure you probably never saw my band back then. We were literally just parallels.
Yeah, we were both working a lot. So
yeah, good times when we were actually able to gig all the time.
Tim Thompson used to play with my brother as well before both Monkey C and Aces Wild, and I was just a wee pup.
Right, and that was oh boy, what was the name
Pegasus.
of it? Yes, Pegasus. That's right. Yeah, I talk about going way back now. Yeah, awesome. So we would have met back in those days, and that is a considerable amount of time ago. Like I'm guessing that's a good 25, 30 years ago probably, or something like that. And then we both had really good runs and lots of fun, and then later on, you had moved to the Windsor area.
I moved to Windsor in '93 and played in a couple Detroit bands, and just kind of stayed here, went to university here, and one band was a band called Romeo Rock. I didn't play in that band, but we were called Abusement Park. I played with them for maybe a year, and then I formed my own band, which was Blasternaut, and we played together for 10 years or so.
Yeah, I was going to mention that was sort of the next step. I wasn't aware of in between step there, but was Blasternaut was kind of the next thing I knew that you had kind of been doing. And I was going to actually talk to you about should I grab a video and play a Blasternaut video on the show, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, we've got lots of stuff to talk about, and we've already got a good nice array of your own music now, so I'd rather stick with what's current and just sort of talk about how we got here,
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
well, good. So, and Blasternaut did pretty well, right? You guys had a good run for, like you said, 10 years?
Yeah, we put out 4 releases and had some videos and toured around quite a bit. So
Awesome.
Yeah, not too bad.
Was that a Detroit-based band then?
We were cross-border, actually. 2 guys in U.S., 2 guys in Windsor.
Right.
So, and we focused a little bit more on the U.S. side. And initially, we played more in Canada, but we started heading south a little bit more. So
Gotcha. Get the visas and start going across the border, huh?
yeah, those visas.
Back when it was a little easier to cross the border too, wasn't it?
Yeah. We got lots of border stories.
Right. Which I'm excited to show a song tonight that you guys have. I'm not gonna say anything more than that because it'll ruin my whole stump the. See, I'm already failing miserably at my stump the band with the video thing. So that's funny. Great. So Blasternaut, and then after Blasternaut, the next original project that you were involved in would be what? This?
Probably this, actually. Like,
Yeah.
we doing some tribute stuff, UK Mods and White Noise, and then playing acoustically. But
Right. So
a lot of original stuff along the way.
yeah, right. So let's talk a little bit about those you had mentioned. Well, I'll just kind of hone in on White Noise. That was is that still in existence? Are you guys still doing that? I mean, no, there's no gigs, but is it still a band?
It's still a band. We're hoping eventually to regroup and do some dates. But
Good.
yeah, we were playing pretty frequently at Caesars, like once a month, right
Yeah.
up until last March, and then it's all done.
Right. So that's an 80s tribute, like an 80s
Yeah.
tribute show, an 80s tribute band.
Mainly new wave 80s, but yeah, we didn't really stray too much from that. A little bit of punk stuff.
And is Cliff in that? I know.
Yeah, Cliff actually announced that he wants to retire from music altogether.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to forge ahead without him, I think.
I see. Yeah, because I worked with Cliff for many years, and he's a fantastic keyboard player, a great vocalist, great musician, great guy, one of the sweetest, greatest dudes that you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
So that's great. And the last time, speaking of Cliff, I think the last time that I actually saw you, like, when we were actually like able to be in the same room together, was actually at a gig with the 80s Inc. that I play in, the tribute band. Shout out to Ken and everyone in the staff and everybody at Backstage in Windsor. I think that's the last time I saw you, right? You and Cliff.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome show, by the way.
Well, thank you. Thanks. That was fun. Boy, that seems like forever ago now, doesn't it?
Like a long time ago, yeah.
And it's really only been a couple of years, I think, but it just feels like forever ago.
For sure, yeah.
Man.
That's good.
Oh, good. And now I want to move kind of flash forward over to Stereobabe, and we're going to hit the brakes at that point because I want to move over to Leanne for a second, and I want to just kind of pick Leanne's brain a little bit and kind of get to know your situation and your story and how you came to be where you're at today. And I know originally you're from the U.S. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So still, yeah. Oh, good. So one thing I said, Ted, you got a heck of a bass player in this band.
Oh, she's awesome.
Man, I was like, wow, she is killing it. What a great job. Great harmonies, you guys, by the way. I'm excited to share some music with everybody. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Leanne, and where did Leanne come from, and how in the heck did you become such a good bass player?
Where did I come from?
And your mom is not a legitimate answer.
I don't know. Well, I've always been into music. My dad played guitar, so I've always been around it. I took piano lessons for a little while. I took guitar lessons for a little while, and then I met somebody who needed a bass player, and we had one in the house. And I looked over and I said, "I'll do it." And here we are.
Nice.
I was probably 17 when that happened, and I just loved it. And I was just, I loved the Beatles, and I loved Sloan back then, and so I just learned to play all those songs, every song I could, and I just kept it, the gigs kept coming, so I kept playing.
Well, it's no surprise because the talent is definitely there from what I've seen in just the short amount of time that I've seen what I've seen. So I'm not surprised. So why don't you tell me a little bit about like what you've been doing in your musical career? Like where did you kind of start? And I mean, I understand where you got your beginnings, but where did you kind of start becoming a professional musician and playing with other people and in a serious fashion and creating music and creating your own stuff?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I started when I was still in high school. I met some people, the ones who wanted me to play bass, and so it was a little trio we had. I think we were called the Makeshift Fiasco, and
nice.
We played. I don't know. Do you remember a place called the Wired Frog?
Yeah, I do. I can't tell you why I remember it. I've never been there. That's for sure.
Weird coffee shop turned venue at like 8 Mile and Gratiot area, and
maybe I've seen it.
Yeah, they used to have shows and a lot of like punk ska shows eventually, but I played there quite a bit, and eventually I just I don't know, I'm not even sure how it happened really, but I think I knew somebody who knew somebody that hooked me up later on with a band called Ghost City, and I think I played my first bar show with them officially. And everything just rolled from there. I played with the Sirens, which is like an all-girl glam cover band for a little while.
Cool.
And then I did some touring with the Von Bondis in the late 2000s. Nice. And that's probably where most of my experience comes from. We toured Europe twice. We did all of Canada, the U.S. a bunch of times. Played David Letterman. That was great.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Yeah. And so... and since then, we sort of stopped in 2010. And then I played with a band called Amy Gore and the Valentines for a little while. And then sort of currently a band called After Dark Amusement Park.
Cool.
Which, we were finished recording our second album literally like days before the COVID shutdown. So that will yet released.
Yeah, so your plan is to still. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I started actually with my Von Bondi's bandmates, the drummer and Jason the singer. We started a band called Pony Show for a little while, and we did. Actually, we played quite a bit in Canada. We played in London a lot. We played Call the Office a lot. We played
Nice.
Windsor. Yeah, played Hamilton.
Steel City.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, that brings us to now with Stereobabe.
That's right.
Cool. I'm pretty sure that Ted and I played all the same cities, but just maybe not like any time recently. It was more in the 90s.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't been to Hamilton in a very long time. I haven't played in Hamilton in a very long time, but I used to love playing out Niagara Falls and Hamilton, Toronto, all that stuff. It's been a while. It's been a minute.
The only thing I remember about the time I played Hamilton was the venue we were playing. Like later on that week, Katrina from Katrina and the Waves was playing.
Oh, wow.
That was how it was billed.
Nice.
Yeah, from Katrina in
Oh my
waves.
gosh, it's funny.
I don't know why I remember that.
That's great. That's great. Well, so you got an impressive resume, and you've been around, and it's clear that you've honed your skills, and so you guys, and so now let's figure out how in the world does this happen now? How did you guys from two different places, and how does this come to be Stereobabe now? How do we get to today?
Well, we were Facebook friends for a while, but when COVID hit, she started putting up her top 10 albums in her collection of all time. And the Beatles came up, the Kinks came up, Sloan came up, and I just basically reached out and I go, who is this girl? My go-tos, right? So, and we just got to talking, and we have, so much in common, and started seeing each other, playing together, and it's all good.
And it works out.
That's great. Well, I can honestly say that you guys make a very cute couple, first of all, and then I can honestly say that you can see the how it works. It carries over into the music as well, because you guys are a lot of fun, and and I'm looking forward to playing some music. So why don't we get to the first song of the evening that I'm going to play? If you guys are ready to share some music, I think our audience members are ready to hear some music. Are you guys ready?
We're ready. Bring it on.
I hit the yes button. Sometimes there's something with my yes button. Sometimes it says it, and other times it's a big no. Like it just doesn't do anything. So it's always a gamble. You never know what you're gonna get. All right. So at this point, I'm gonna let you guys tell me about this song that I'm gonna play. You're going to tell me all about it, and you're going to sort of give us a precursor of what we're going to see and hear, and how it came to be this song, and why, and all that stuff. In the meantime, I am just going to put my signal on and just turn over there to the left and get out of the way. That was terrible.
What song are we?
Did I stump you on the first one? Did I stump? Did I just stump you? Did I just literally stump you with the first one? This is great. I love this. This is because I was going to put my turning signal on and go over there and get out of the way.
He's going to change some lanes.
Yeah. Now you got it.
Well, how'd this song come? Well, this song actually is our most recent release. We have some other stuff we're working on right now, but this song came about last summer. I started jamming on Leanne's porch, the main riff, which I thought was kind of punky and just acoustically and lyrically, the song's about centering oneself through this whole thing, right? Just kind of figuring out, not being so scatterbrained, and just trying to remain focused on the end goal, kind of thing, and getting through.
Awesome.
Challenge.
So, who kind of writes the lyrics? Is it just sort of a shared thing, like, or in this case with this song, how did it come to be this way?
This one was
mostly him.
lyrics, but we shared the music, and I have to put out to Mike Lilly. He did all the drums on all our stuff actually so far.
Awesome.
So, fantastic drumming especially on this song. So
great. All right. Well, what do you say we play the first song tonight? This one is called Changing Lanes. That's why I was putting my left signal on and getting out of the way. From Stereobabe. Check it out, you guys. I hope you like this one. It's a great song. Here you go.
Something in the air that'll take you down, but nothing seems to faze me now. Maybe cause there's not a single sun around. Something tells me nothing will be the same again. And it's so hard to focus with the sky so bright. Changing lights, changing lights, changing lights, changing lights. It's all of my inside, the satellite. My tired eyes are setting in, and Groundhog Day is feeling pretty thin. Who knows what the future brings, with nothing certain except uncertainty. Something tells me nobody knows what's going on. I want you to, when no one's around, to hear your song. Changing lights, changing lights. All of my inside, satellites. The whole world's gone crazy now, and everybody's got a distorted point of view. Changing lights, changing lights, all of my inside, the satellite, the satellite, the satellite.
All right, Changing Lanes from Stereobabe. What a fun song, you guys.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Nicely done. Fun video, too.
That was fun making the video.
Yeah, me and basically did the video.
Awesome.
And we're shooting a lot of footage back and forth across the river. And,
Yeah.
You can say across the water, you know, it's perfect for the show.
Perfect.
Well, that was more the other.
Yeah, that's
the
great.
song, that was really shit.
The animation drove me a little nuts, but it looked good in the end, so it was worth it.
Awesome. Well, nicely done. Yeah, great job. No, it's super fun. The song's really catchy. It's a fun video. It's kind of the perfect little thing for what's going on right now, you know? It's great. Yeah, there's a few people. Stephanie over in New York, she likes that one. She loves that one. Love it. Tim, he says, ooh, I love that V.
Oh, nice.
I think he's talking about my V-neck, actually. Awesome. And Sandra checking in over on Twitch. Hi, Sandra from Windsor, Ontario, says, great song. Sandra Shaw. I don't know if you know Sandra Shaw. She plays, I get this wrong every time, and I ask her every time, and I never remember. It's something night party. Oh, darn it. She'll tell me in the chat, and she'll forgive me for not knowing, because she's nice that way. Well, that's great. That's great. And I love to see that you guys are doing all that you can to sort of keep pushing forward with new stuff. And so this is a fairly new project for you guys then. This is kind of as a band, this is something new, and as a relationship as well. But and already you guys have been really kind of doing the most right now that you can and under the circumstances.
Yeah, a lot of sharing. Like, we've never actually even been in the same room with Mike drumming. He's we just sent him the ideas to get the bed tracks down, and you know what that's like, right?
Yes, sir.
You try to figure it out, right? And then he sends it back and put it together, and so we've been doing that, even on some new material in the last week or so. So
we're lucky to have amateur studios in both of our basements, and
sure,
kind of abilities to do these things. So why not? It's kind of the perfect time.
Yeah,
nothing but time on my hands.
right, and that's great. It's great. Like it's really I would say a sign of the times, or it's what's happening right now. It's really what everyone is doing. Everyone is buckling down and trying to do what they can to keep their head above water and keep moving forward and still be able to get that creative side of what you need as a musician. I think we all know, we've been doing this long enough, and that it's not something that you just you choose to do. It's kind of like what you have to do because you love to do it, and it's kind of just who you are. So I hear a lot of people now are doing the same thing. Like small studios in your house. That way you can still create and you can share. Borders, distance like that doesn't really play a factor anymore in that sense of sharing files. I know as a drummer it's a little bit tougher to be able to just kind of have a small studio in your house to be able to track drums, but it sounds like Mike's keeping it going and able to get what you guys are needing for sure, huh?
Sure. No, he's doing a great job. So
that's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. I'm glad to see that you guys are moving along and progressing through these times for sure.
Gotta keep busy. Gotta keep moving forward.
Right. And you've been Ted. I mean, and I know I can speak for you in this case. You've been creating original stuff for a long time. Like you've been creating original music for a very long time.
Yeah. Well, the Blastonaut, that was probably my biggest project, but and it's funny, even looking back at everything I've done, there's a lot of unreleased stuff that has never gotten out there as well.
Sure.
Maybe one day we put it out, but I'm quite focused on this right now. So.
Right, and it's great, and I think that's true. That I can speak on behalf of like Aces Wild. Even we have so much stuff that was just like cassettes and jams and ideas and different things that from so many years, and it's like, man, if we actually like dove our head into that catalog of nonsense that we have, there's probably some really good stuff floating around in there. Question is can you find a cassette player anymore? I'm not sure. Good, that's great. Sandra says that the band is Night Shift. I knew it was Night something. Forgive me, Sandra. I'm sorry. But Night Shift, they are, I believe, a original part cover band in the Windsor area. So she's a piano player, keyboard player. So awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Sandra. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions for these guys, you want to ask anything or anything you want to know, I did see earlier, please fire away if you have anything. I did see earlier, my cousin asked if you guys had played at Caesars Windsor, because I think I heard you guys play. And I'm not sure if he's referring to you guys specifically, Stereobabe, or if he's talking about one of your other projects. But have you guys ever?
We've never played. We've done a few shows stateside and last summer and fall, but we haven't played in Canada. We did some streaming, of course, but
right.
But, yeah.
So it's either has seen maybe one of your other bands, White Noise, maybe there, or it's possible that he's just kind of mistaken, thinking that he had seen you there. Maybe, but.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's good. Okay. So let me see. What do we got next here? I want to play another song. Okay. Actually, I'm going to play another song as soon as I determine a good stump the band clue. Because the last one that I did wasn't a very good one, apparently.
I wasn't sure if we were playing.
See how good I played? I played so good you didn't even know you were playing. Let's just say it's a work in progress, all right? You guys are the first tonight. So, all right, well, let's see. Okay, so this next one that we're going to play, I don't think this could possibly... I don't know. I don't want to say that because that would be a dead giveaway. Might be hard. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to be prepared for this next time, but that's all right. Okay, so I'm actually kind of going through a very similar scenario right now, my own self.
Oh, okay.
With what's going on in the world today. So that being said, why don't you tell me about this next song?
This next song is called Pandemic Love.
Darn it! That was too easy. All right, well, tell me about it. What's what? I mean, I know what the song's about, and I know what the words are about. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it and how it came to be and how you got this song wrote and recorded and all that good stuff, and then I'll play it for our friends.
Would you like to?
Sure. Well, after we were talking, we obviously realized we like to play music and we couldn't live, so we're like, let's write a song. And we did the Sloan videos, right?
Yeah.
So we did a couple of things with the, not in the same room videos. So we're like, well, let's try to write like a song. We'll make a video even though we're not together, right? So yeah, the whole thing was, it's a love story, pandemic love story. Where the borders closed, we can't see each other, we can't meet each other. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna meet each other?
Yeah.
And so the whole thing was like recorded and written
Virtually.
before we even
Yeah.
really got to meet each other.
Yeah.
So
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And this whole story got picked up last summer on breakfast television, actually, as well. And they featured the song and us on breakfast television.
Oh, you're kidding. That's great. I love it.
to like bring light to the fact that there's, still like tons of separated families and relationships and whatever because of the whole thing. And it's been over a year and it's crazy. So
yeah, I'm getting like, let's see, it's end of April. I'm like a month shy of not seeing my family in a year now.
it's insane.
That's tough.
It's crazy. So yeah, no,
Anyways.
so this is the first song that you guys ever wrote not together.
Yeah.
Does that sound weird? It's the first song you guys ever wrote not together. It does sound kind of weird. Well, good. I'm excited to play it for these guys. Check it out, you guys. This one is called Pandemic Love. From across the border, Stereobabe.
Waking up to a pandemic while we watch the world change overnight. Then along comes a virtual you across the borderline.
I see you checking my story while I'm isolating over red wine. Along comes a fiery message about to give me a sign.
Slim chance that I'll meet you, babe. Not as long as the lockdown's aside. How are we all getting together across the borderline?
Baby, I can come on over and isolate our loving so far. Just gotta figure out a story for the borderline.
I don't wanna be alone, even though I'm told to get home. How am I gonna meet you? Pandemic love. Pandemic love. Pandemic love. Alright. Waking up to a pandemic while we watch the world change overnight. Then along comes a virtual you across the borderline.
Just gotta keep us going, and it'll work it on out over time. There's no sense stopping the feeling across the borderline.
All right, yeah, great song from Stereobabe called Pandemic Love. I hope you guys are all having a good time on the show so far. Great guests tonight, lots of great music, having a lot of fun with them. Thank you for tuning in and for being here. Just wanted to take a quick moment and let you guys know who's on the show next week. Check it out. Looking forward to it.
Should have seen this coming. Not a word, life spins out of control. This is a little bit numbing. A little witchcraft puts a spell on my soul. I gave all my trust in you.
That's right. Next week on the show, I'm going to have the band Just the Basic. We got Phil, Eric, and Adam from the band will be in here. You might recognize that drummer in that video, too. That's right. Just the Basic next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bands across the water. Tune in. My friend Buddy Phil right there. That's Eric. Waiting for Adam. Where's Adam? Who's that guy? That's me.
These days never come easy. By myself, laying in my bed tonight. Woke up a little bit queasy. Never had a chance to make things right. I gave all my faith in you.
You betcha. That's right. Next week, Just the Basic will be here joining me. I'm looking forward to having a talk with those guys. We've been working in the studio. I'm happy to be a part of that project. Brought in for the drums. I've done a lot of vocals with them as well. It's been a great experience for everyone. We got to do that video, and I think it turned out really well. You can find Just the Basic on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the good stuff. Tune in next week, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I will have those guys on the show with me. I'm excited for that one. Are you? I said yes. I don't know if it worked. I never know if it worked. But all right. In the meantime, let's get back to the show, shall we? I'm looking forward to having them back on the camera. Let's bring them on. Here we go. Stereobabe. Stereobabe. What's up, Leanne and Ted? How you guys doing?
You're great.
Rock and roll.
Digging that song, Pandemic Love.
That's it.
So sweet. Barb Klein, she says, I can so relate to that one. Yeah, I miss you too. She's in London.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I'm in here. I'm over here. So we're not able to see each other, so we get the pandemic thing. My mother checking in on Facebook. She says, so many pandemic loves. It doesn't seem fair, but right now it just has to be, and it's so nice that we have a way to communicate.
That's right.
Well. So let me tell you a quick little story about the whole, pandemic love thing. So I am actually right at this moment, I was supposed to be in London for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So I could do the 2-week quarantine, get that out of the way, and then hopefully be able to go and visit a few friends and some family and maybe see some people, some human beings, outside of my couple of people that I hang with on a regular basis, here. It'd be nice to see some relatives and people that I've known for my entire life that I can't see right now, So yeah, I was supposed to be there for 3 weeks. Well, I just recently got my United States citizenship. And literally the day before I went for my citizenship, the day before I was supposed to cross into Canada, I went for my citizenship. And at that point, they take your green card and they give you a certificate, and they say, take that and go get yourself a brand spanking shiny new United States of America passport. I'm like, all right, cool, but I'm going to Canada tomorrow. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can't travel with that document. You're gonna...
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, wait, what? So long story short, and I'll stop talking about me because nobody wants to hear about my problems. It really messed up the whole plan. And, yeah, so now I'm stuck. I don't even know when or how or what. I have to get, a passport and do whatever now. But, man, the timing was just terrible. So, anyway, I'll shut up. Pandemic love. I feel you guys.
I keep thinking something's got to give one of these days,
Yeah.
especially with all the vaccine. But
Right. I know.
Hopefully that'll be a ticket.
I'm getting mine tomorrow.
There you go. Oh, good. And you're excited. That's the main thing. As long as you're excited and you're looking forward to it, then by all means, right? Let's get this over with. Get things opened up again. My friend Stephen Pauly checking in from Windsor. What is he saying? He says, this is the greatest wholehearted guy around. Oh, and he can hit the skins pretty good also. Love you, buddy. I thought he was talking about Ted for a minute. I was like, yeah, Ted is. But then he said the hitting the skins part. Well, Ted, do you play drums at all? I know you play a lot of different stuff, right?
I play a drum machine.
I'm sorry. Did you just swear on my show?
Exactly.
That's great. Well, thanks for being here, Steve, and thanks for the compliment. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. All right, so let's get back to Stereobabe and all this great music that you guys have. You guys have been doing some like you said, you've been streaming some stuff. You've been doing some other things. You have some acoustic covers that you've been doing as well. And those have actually been kind of like gaining some traction on your Facebook page, huh? What's up with that?
We put out that one Beatles one. I think, Beatles is huge, and it just caught fire. We couldn't believe how many views we got.
Kind of had like an idea to post it in a Beatles group,
Uh-huh.
and then through the whole day I was like, oh my god, it's got this many views. Oh my god, it's got this many views. Yeah, it worked out.
And it was kind of a B-side song too, to Hold Me Tight.
I think people liked that it was deep cut.
Right. Yeah, that's true too, right? Because this isn't exactly like one of their most popular songs that, everybody has heard before. It's more of a B-side song for the Beatles.
And this really features Leanne with her awesome bass skills.
I don't even know if that is what was next. Let me see. Which one are you talking about, Ted?
Oh, Hold Me. Well, they're all really good bass skills, but Hold Me Tight she's really moving around on the fretboard quite a bit.
Darn it. I can't even try to stump you on this one because that is literally the next one. And how can we not go to that one now anyway? We're giving the bass player props. We have to play this. We have to play this song now. I'm excited to play this one. Yeah, Leanne, I've said it already. And great bass skills. You got some seriously great chops on the bass. And you two together really, it's a great, you can tell that you guys are both this is your niche. This is what we're about to play. This is your guy. You guys need to do this.
We've been meaning to learn that Hold Me Tight for the whole year too. And one day we were like, let's learn it. This is the weekend. We're gonna learn this song. And
it's actually hard to pick songs that have energy to them without a drummer. It's we're both used to playing with drummers in full band situations.
All right, you can stay now, Ted.
We love the drums.
Yes.
But it's hard finding a song that's going to translate well with just the two of us. But we thought this one kind of has some energy to it, and so we thought we'd give it a shot as a duo, and hopefully it comes off all right. Yeah,
it does. You bring the energy in this, and you're right. That bass line really carries this thing along and really keeps it moving. The harmonies are great. Before he goes, Ted, I wanted to tell you that Tim has got to leave. He said so, but keep up the good work. You guys sound awesome. He said, and we'll talk to you soon. He said so.
Thanks, Tim.
Before he goes, I wanted to get that in, but. Thanks for being here, Tim. I appreciate it. All right, let's get to this awesome bass song here. All right, what's this one called? This one's called Hold Me Tight, huh?
That's right.
This is a B-side Beatles tune, we'll call this one, but a great cover for you guys did acoustically too. So Awesome stuff. Check it out, you guys. Stereobabe acoustically covering Hold Me Tight from the Beatles. Check it out. What a cute little sweet song that is. Stephanie over there on Twitch, she says, this is sweet. It's very sweet. The reason I didn't come back to them on camera just yet was because we have an extra special guest on the show that I wanted to let you guys know is here before we go to the camera. So check it out, you guys. We have a very special guest joining us. Let them tell us all about it. Hi, special guest. And who is this?
This is Zora.
Hi, Zora. Zora is very cute. Zora made it into the the Pets Across the Water segment just today, as a matter of fact. Very sweet. Awesome. If my cat comes around, she every once in a while gets in the show, but actually, but she was the very first, to be fair, the very first pet across the water ever. So.
Oh, original.
So let me see here. Let me see. So yeah, I don't know if you guys heard, but Stephanie, she's over in New York there. She says, this is sweet. EBX Johnny, hey buddy, good to see you, my friend. That is the guitar player for our band. Clappy, he's giving some claps over there. He's over on Twitch. My mom saying good song for Darren and Barb. Oh boy. And then Stephanie again. Oh, so adorable. I think she means Zora. So adorable. Very cute. Very cute. Well, that's great. Good song, guys. That's really fun. Nice cover. Good job. Great bass playing. Cool bass.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, hello.
That was also the first time I used the Rickenbacker, so it was the first song I learned on the Rickenbacker for that video.
And it seems just so appropriate too, doesn't it? Well, that's great. Well, I want to get into a couple more of those covers like that because those are really fun. If you guys don't mind, I got a couple more. I got a couple of more on the grill ready to go. So
We're having fun doing those.
great. All right. So, okay, here we go. Let's see. So you guys play musical instruments, right? It's fair to say that is This is terrible, right? You already know, right? You already know.
Wait, I don't know if I know. What songs have we done?
I didn't even get through it, and it's already terrible.
Wait, no, never mind.
Here's what I'm hoping is going to happen with this segment. I'm hoping one of these times I'm going to like describe it, and I'm going to give like this clue, and the people are going to be like, "Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about," and then describe this big long thing, and it's not the song that I'm talking about whatsoever.
So musical instruments.
Yeah. So this next song. Sorry, go ahead.
That's the thing we do.
Oh my gosh! See how bad I am at this. You got it. You already got it. All right, hold on. Chris, and I always have a hard time with his last name, but Chris Skrzipa says, "Hello, everyone." You know who I'm talking about, Chris, our friend Chris.
Yes, Chris.
He's like the greatest fan of every band on the planet in Windsor.
Awesome. What's up, Chris?
Chris, buddy, you, my friend, are like, there isn't a musician in the area that does not know who he is and has not seen his face at every single gig that every single musician plays every single night. I don't know how he does it. There's like 7 Chris's.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? He's like an alien. He shows up, he's everywhere. It's like, okay, Chris, how do you do that? But thank you for your support, buddy. You have a lifetime. I remember being, gosh, I don't know, 18, 19, maybe something like that. And Chris being there at the gigs, and he is such a supporter of live music in the city of Windsor that we all take notice of that and we all appreciate it. So thank you for all you do for the music scene, Christopher, my old friend. Anyway, yeah, you guessed the song. That was like so easy. Like well, as soon as I started saying, I'm like, I'm not good at this. But it kind of goes to show you how I had like virtually no success with Stump the Band with a question as well. So my track record pursues. All right, so let's play this one. Tell me about this. First of all, tell me what started this whole idea of you guys doing this? Was this just like we're just going to jam because we want to jam, we want to have some fun, or was this let's make some videos that we can put out and just see what happens, so we have some content for our page? How did this all just this idea start, and then it turned into like, holy cow, now we've got 16,000 views on one of our covers?
Well, we hadn't really been able to play out throughout the winter because everything here has been closed. When I've been here, and the people don't want to hire because there's no patio stuff in Michigan right now. So it's kind of like we were just stagnant for a second, and we were like, well, what if we like learn songs and then just play them for content while we're not doing anything,
right?
And it's fun, so we just.
And we're just going live into a phone mic too.
Yeah,
we're doing
very
notes,
minimal.
very minimal.
Right.
And hopefully it sounds all right. But
yeah, and
it keeps our chops up and it gives us something to do. And we've learned like 5 new songs out of this. And
we both like that movie, the Wonders movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Tom Hanks, and we thought that it was very Beatle-esque and seemed to work well with our format.
Well, and Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne wrote that thing you do.
Right.
And he passed away from COVID on last April. So we were like, well, it'd be a good time to kind of like do this song, pay the tribute. Yeah. Like, it's a great song, it's a great movie. Like,
and it's a great song.
Great songwriter, yeah.
Yep. Stephanie says that thing you do is a great movie, for sure. I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that this will have you guys ever had any? Let's put it this way: have you ever had any conversations about maybe doing like this, moving forward as a duet thing, patios and more stuff like that in the future when and if the time comes that is this something that every single time you learn another cover, that's something you could have as in your back pocket as your your repertoire for something you guys could be doing together on the side? Is that something that
we did some patios last fall and summer, and we'll be doing some patios. Like we want to do the original thing and continue writing and recording, but we'd like to play live and originals, but continue to
well, there's no real shows happening right now, so it's like it's the patio cover band, so that's fun, something,
Right, exactly, yeah. And like you said, it keeps your chops up, and you guys are having a lot of fun doing it as well. And it's also bringing, like, by default, it's sort of, it brings in traffic to your original stuff anyway. If somebody goes, how many bands have you heard that released a cover song that made them quote unquote famous for doing somebody else's work, but then it also helps to generate some traffic towards the stuff that they're creating. So it's a win-win at that point.
Yeah.
It lets people know like our influences and what we like and who we are. And
yeah, right. It's really good. All right, good. Well, let's play this next one since you guys already know what it is. This is That Thing You Do. Check it out, you guys. This is a good one.
Doing that thing you do, you're breaking my heart into pieces like you always do. You don't mean to be cruel, you never even knew about the heartache I've been going through. And I try to forget you, girl, but it's just so hard to do. Every time you do that thing you do, I know all the games you play, and I'm gonna find a way to let you know that you'll be mine someday. 'Cause we could be happy, can't you see? If you only let me be. Hold you, keep you here with me. 'Cause I try to forget you, girl, but it's just so hard to do. Every time you do that thing you do, I don't ask a lot, but I know one thing for sure. It's your love I haven't got, girl, and I just can't take it anymore. Wow! Cause we could be happy, can't you see? If you only let me be. Hold you, keep you here with me. 'Cause it hurts me so just to see you go. Allow me someone new. And if I know you're doing that thing every day, just doing that thing, I can't take you doing that thing you do. It's a ballad.
What is that all about? It's a ballad.
So,
have you seen the movie?
Oh, okay, got you. Yes.
Originally,
originally it was a ballad in the movie, and the drummer couldn't control the drummer. He kept speeding up, and they made it into a
and so he was
song.
yelling at him after. He's like, "It's too fast. It's a ballad."
Right. That's great. That's great. Lots of props. Stephanie really likes that stuff. Kevin says it's like 60s in a good way. Yeah, that's great. Great covers. I mean, your original stuff kind of has that vibe too, but not exactly, right? Like it's kind of more of a modernized British vibe kind of thing, I guess.
Our next couple songs might be more like boppy.
Yeah, they might lean a little more that way, but
Yeah.
a little more jangly. But yeah,
Cool.
the last two are a little more power, kind of
Power rock.
power rock.
pop.
Awesome. Yeah, like the earlier songs that we played of your videos, like not the covers, Changing Lanes and Pandemic Love, those were a little different than the acoustic stuff that you guys are doing. But honestly, I mean, it's all working really well for you guys. Like it's a well-rounded thing that you guys have going as a two-piece, you know, basically right now.
Yeah.
Hey, my buddy EBX Phil, it's our bass player in the band, checking in over there. Awesome song from an awesome movie, he says. He's over on Twitch.
Nice.
Absolutely. And an awesome looking bass guitar, he said. Absolutely. Yeah. Great bass player right here. I have two great musicians. Great show so far. So, okay. So, we're going to wrap things up. I have one more video to play, and I'm not even going to like give any clues on this one. This is going to be like, because, you guys know what you have, and it was, so I'm not even going to give a clue on this one, and I'm just going to go back and forth on guesses until we guess it right. But before we do, I want to make sure that we talk about like all of the social media stuff that we need to cover, and make sure that we tell everyone where they can find your music and how they can find your music, and make sure that we're not forgetting any other of the pertinent information and why we came here to begin with.
Okay. Well, connect with us on Facebook, Instagram. We're on YouTube, but please go to Bandcamp. And Bandcamp's the most direct way you can support artists, right? So, and we're on Spotify and other streaming sites as well. Anything you could think of?
We covered it all.
All right.
I've had your social links, stereobabe.bandcamp.com/releases. That's how how you can find your music on Bandcamp. And then Facebook is at Stereobabe. Instagram is at Stereobabe_band. And of course, go find the music. Do you have it on like iTunes and all the platforms? It's out there.
All that stuff, yeah.
So go find their music, guys. Some great stuff right there you got to hear tonight. Go find their music. Support local bands. Support original bands, original artists out trying to do the most that we can. My cousin says, and once we open up again, come and play in Windsor. Yes, well, Ted is actually in Windsor. Ted's from Windsor, so. And he plays in Windsor regularly. We play in Windsor regularly. We're all looking forward to getting back to quote-unquote normal. Let's hope that happens soon, because I know I'm not speaking for just myself. I don't know a single musician that is not missing performing right now. So
That's right.
That's crazy.
awesome. Well, you guys, I hope somehow, some magical way we can cross paths in the real world out there at a gig sometime, or at least, maybe even stop and have a beer somewhere sometime together would be fun. Anything right now. I'm just dying to get. But in the meantime, you guys keep up the great work. I'm really happy to have you guys on the show and to feature your original music. And I wish you guys the best in the future with it all. And as well as with your relationship, you guys make a really cute couple. And it was great to have you on. And I look forward to meeting you in person, Leanne, and seeing you again, Ted, hopefully soon. In the meantime, I'm going to play this last song by Stereobabe. This is another cover. And we're going to play The Guessing Game. All right, Leanne, what do you think I'm going to play?
You sent him everything?
Well, he's got access to everything. The Kinks.
I'm not even going to give you a guess of who it is.
I was going to say I saw her again.
Mamas and Papas?
All right, so what's your guess?
Mamas and Papas. I saw her again last night.
You both are going to say that?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'll say that too.
Oh my gosh, you guys are good. This next song I'm going to play is called I Saw Her Again from the Mamas and the Papas. Apparently my Stump the Band skills need some work. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to play the song. I look forward to chatting with you again. All the best in the future, and thank you so much for being on the show. Hope everyone enjoyed the show. Thank you, guys. Woo! All right, everybody. That was Stereobabe, Ted and Leanne from Stereobabe. Fun interview tonight. Fun music. Great stuff. Hope you all had a lot of fun with me. Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, Stephanie. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, for hanging out. I want to just do another quick reminder of who is on the show next week. I'm looking forward to this one as well. In the meantime, everybody, I hope you all have a great week and happy Sunday. What's left of it for the remainder of the evening. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. It's great to have you all here. I appreciate your support. You know I do. At least I hope you know I do. I really do. It's great to have you guys here, and I'm really proud to bring, especially my peers, to bring some of this original music that I know these people have been working extremely hard, doing the best that they can with what they have right now to persevere and push through these difficult times. Thank you, Phil. It's good to see you on here, brother. Thanks, Mom. In the meantime, we're going to show you next week. Speaking of Phil will be on here next week. Check it out. Woohoo! I'm excited. That's right. Next week, Phil, Eric, and Adam from Just the Basic will be on the show. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with those guys, sharing some of the music. You might have recognized the drummer in that video. That's right. Looking forward to it. Also, I wanted to tell you guys about something exciting. I have a lot of great shows coming up. Just to drop a few names, I have Uncle Cracker lined up in May. Who else do I have? Let me see. I have one of the main guys. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, from Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I can't remember what his name is. I have the drummer from Prince. I used to play with Prince when Prince was around, but now he plays, I want to say, with Soul Asylum, and I have a lot of great shows coming up. I'm really excited, but I also want to tell you about another show that's coming up in May. If you didn't already see, I'm excited for this one too. My boys in my band from way back when, we're going to have a special birthday show. My birthday's May 23rd. It's a Sunday, so I'm looking forward to this one too. Going to have these guys on. Yeah, that's right. I'm excited to have those guys on the show. It's going to be a good one. Yes, Chris Caffrey, that's the name. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be a good show as well. So looking forward to have the Aces guys for my birthday. I thought it would be a perfect show to have those guys on. I'm going to try test my technology luck and have all the guys on the show. We'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, you guys, as always, love to have you here joining me. I appreciate it. Bands Across the Water every week, featuring new original bands and recording artists and all of us out here doing our best to create art for y'all. For ourselves, too. But all right, love you guys. Thank you for watching. See you next week, Sunday at 7 p.m.
Across the water, bands across the sky.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh yeah!